Okay, UFC Vancouver just took place, and what a card. Great fights, some interesting things happening. Um, Very weird card, but a very good card. um, I went 0-1, 0-2, 0-3, 0-4, 0-5, and then 0-6. So, terrible night by me. Um, I did not do well at all, but it was a good night for fights. Um, but starting off with Melissa Croden and Tayanara Lisboa, uh, good opener. Melissa Croden uh, had a competitive first round. She put on the pressure in the second, got Lisboa to the ground, and gets her with a TKO. Ground and pound TKO in the third. Great start by me. Um, yeah, I usually don't like to take people coming in on their UFC debut, but she gets it done, beating Lisboa in great fashion. Uh, Dude, I don't think we had a lot of. I think we only had two decisions tonight. I think. Uh, I'll go through it. But yeah, Croden gets it done. Great start for Canada. Next up, we had Bakoyev and Belagar Rui. Um, another another one I get wrong. The wrestler could not get it done. At least one Dutchman got the win tonight, but not the other one, unfortunately. I got some shit to say about De Ritter. Um, Great fight by Yursi. The um, great great post fight speech as well. Awesome, dude. Um, yeah, Asmat Bakoyev just couldn't get his wrestling going. Um, uh, Yursi got it done. Stuffed the takedowns. It looked like Bakoyev got tired really early in this fight. So, uh, good for Yursi, though. Good for him. Uh, Next fight, Luciano versus Oliveira. Um, I can't believe uh, I know a lot of people were picking Luciano in this one. Apparently, you can just get away with throwing 1-2s and a hook every once in a while, and that's what gets you into the UFC. So maybe I could get into the UFC because uh, I do more than that. Terrible game plan by Oliveira here. Um, Gets it done by rear naked choke in the third. Um, got her second win in the UFC. So, great win by her. Um, I just cringed watching Ravana Oliveira fight. Like, it was terrible. Like, holy shit, dude. Uh, I guess that's all you got to do these days to get a win in the UFC. Um, yeah. Um, she used that BJJ to her advantage. Um, I thought her wrestling would help her out, um, but she just didn't have the grappling defense here. I thought she had more to her game than Luciano. So, um, I really thought Luciano really only had jujitsu, but her jujitsu is very strong, getting that rear naked choke in the third. So, good win for her. Terrible picks for me. Danny Barlow versus DeJordan Santos. Um, Very scrappy fight. This was an insane fight. Um, Back and forth. I was on the edge of my seat, dude. Um, Danny Barlow was doing great, man. But he Santos just got it done, dude. He kind of Danny Barlow just started. He stopped throwing as much. When he was throwing in the first round, he was doing great with that. He kept the pressure on him, but as the fight went on, um, it he just slowed down, stopped putting pressure on, was on the back foot, and couldn't do as well. So, a fighting nerd got a win. So, I was wrong on that too. The fighting nerds haven't been doing well. Well, we got two in a row, technically. Carlos Prates getting that win earlier, and now to Jordan Santos. Not really an official fighting nerd with a big name, but still technically a fighting nerd. Um, Next on the card, Bruno, Bruno Silva and Hyung Sung Park. Um, Hyung Sung Park is just terrible, dude. Um, he was getting taken down like it was light work. Fuck, dude. I with Bruno Silva's past, I I didn't think he'd be able to get it done. He had a hungry newcomer looking for a spot in the rankings. He had a tough matchup against Tatsuro Taira, but couldn't get it done. This dude needs to fight someone very low in the rankings. I did not like. He looked terrible. He's not UFC ready at all. I think they give him one more fight, and if he can't get the win, um, boot him because he looked terrible in this fight. But good win by Bruno Silva. Um, Gibson versus Alcrao Ling. Uh, Insane performance by Alcrao Ling. Um, he just got straight to business, man. And Cody Gibson, uh, man, dude, this dude's a teacher, by the way, from what I heard commentary. But I don't want to take their word for it, you know. They just kind of pull shit out of their ass sometimes. So gets it done. TKO. Insane performance, dude. This guy got some amazing striking, dude. Great win for him. Um, Next up was Drew Dober, Kyle Prepolek. I was nervous in this fight, man. I really was. Um, After the two groin kicks, um, and then going into the third, Drew Dober did fantastic in the first round. Kyle Prepolek started finding range, really putting that pressure on Prepolek. Uh, After he took a point away, I was like, oh shit, he really needs a finish here. Um, Wasted no time after Kyle Prepolek um, was done taking time for his injury. Drew Dober just got straight in there, put him away. Great win for Drew Dober. Uh, got one right finally. After like 3 hours of watching, I finally got a win. Finally. Uh, Kyle Prepolek might get cut now. I don't know. It was kind of rough, you know. A fight. It's hard to fight after a kick to the groin. Um, and another guy that got kicked in the groin too. I will talk about this fucking bullshit with that. I'm so pissed off about that. But good win by Dober. Amazing performance. Great brawl here in this fight. One of my favorites of the night. Um, if this one would have gone longer, Cody Gibson and Al Crowling, that might have been up there because I think they could have really got into it. But great performance here um, by Dober. Matt Frivola, Kyle Nelson. Thought I was gonna go two in a row. Fuck no. Um, Kyle Nelson gets it done. Uh, that we gotta talk about this. All right. Fuck Dan Mergliotta. And fuck the UFC, because I would fire this guy, dude. You didn't hear shit. He's talking about, I heard the horn, I heard the bell. No, the fuck you didn't. I listened to that replay. There's no fucking bell, no sound. There's 3 seconds on that fucking clock. When they went back and replayed it, I knew 3 seconds left on that clock. And Matt Frivola was out, dude. There was multiple unanswered strikes here by Matt Frivola. Once Kyle Nelson put him down, um, multiple unanswered strikes, dude. His head was bouncing off the canvas. Like, he stopped defending himself. And then Kyle Nelson gets a solid 3 shots after this. What the fuck are you doing, Mergliata? Get this guy out, dude. How can you... I... I was just shocked. I was losing my shit, dude. Insane, bro. But Kyle Nelson just dominated the rest of the fight, you know. Um, Kyle Nelson controlled the grappling, got the win in the end. You can't come back from that, dude. He was out clean. It's clear, dude. And if you don't think so, you need to go back and watch that fight, dude. He was out clear as day in that first round. So, Dan Mergliata shouldn't have a job on Monday. I know he will, but if someone else were to run the UFC, they should get rid of that fucker. There was a lot of new refs, new faces I seen tonight, so that was pretty cool. Um, Charles Jourdain and Davy Grant. Here we go. This is where I started cooking for a little bit, okay? Started cooking for a little bit, all right? Um, Charles, guys, I need you to go back and watch my picks on this. I said Charles Jourdain by flying knee. Charles Jourdain got a fucking insane flying knee that should knock out most people, dude. Straight to the nose of Davy Grant, bro. Straight to the nose. Davy Grant's got an insane chin, though. I said Charles Jourdain by flying knee. He didn't get it completely done by flying knee. If it was anybody else, dude, they're out. But Davy Grant's just a different fucking breed, bro. They're brawling for a little bit. I wasn't a fan of how Jourdain, he was striking for a while. It felt like he was feeling himself, but Davy Grant clipped him with a couple, and I was like, okay, let's go to your grappling. Didn't go to it until after that flying knee. So, it's all good. I'm going to trust in Charles Jourdain. Insane win. Got I think it was a rear naked choke, I'm pretty sure. But great win for Charles Jourdain. Also, this dude's back tattoo is nuts. Insane, dude. I haven't seen dude fight in a minute, so yeah, great win by him. He's got the name Air Jordan for a reason, dude. That's so dope. I love this kid. Could be a favorite of mine going forward, dude, because that was a great finish. What did I say? Rear naked choke? I think it was a guillotine. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it was I mounted guillotine, I'm pretty sure, because I remember that cheeky little smile on his face. Anyway, next up, Manon Fiorite versus Jasmine Jasudavicius. Jasudavicius. I called her Judavicius for some reason because I suck at names, but it's all good. Manon Fiorite gets it done. Maybe I'm saying her last name wrong too. Fiore, maybe? I don't know. But good win, dude. I was talking to a guy. He said she could have gone for longer. I'm like, no, dude, no. After that two she threw, and she started fucking, she was walking around like she was drunk. I was like, oh, fuck. She's cooked, dude, already, right away, right in the beginning of the fight, dude. Gets her to the ground, takes back mount, starts pounding side of the head. he had said she could have gone for longer. I was like, maybe. And then I watched the replay and I'm like, no, she wasn't defending herself. She wasn't going to move. So I think that was a great stoppage. I don't know if that's a controversial take, that that was an early stoppage. I don't think it is. But uh, great, great win by Menon. Fiore um, could be next up for the winner of, or no, um, yeah, it is Weili, Zhang Weili moving up to fight Shevchenko. So she should be up next to fight whoever wins that. That was a great win by her, dude. Great win. And I did have three in a row, so I was getting hype here. Cheeto Vera, Eamon Zahabi. Um, Good fight. Um, I could see this going Cheeto Vera's way because he did drop Eamon Zahabi at one point. So I could see this going Cheeto Vera's way. But Eamon Zahabi's he stays in there, dude. He's got heart. It's good to see, man. I didn't realize how old Eamon Zahabi was, man. Um, Very close fight. Split decision, man. Um, I think he was a pretty big favorite before the fight starts. I think. Um, but Eamon Zahabi, as striking is, um, I don't know if he had enough volume though. Honestly, like I think Cheeto Vera had more volume in the fight. So, um, very good fight. The last 10 seconds, you know how some people like to do the Max Holloway. Stand right here. That was pretty dope. Um, Great win for Eamon Zahabi. Sucks for Cheeto Vera. And okay, I didn't know how old Eamon Zahabi was, and I forgot how young Marlon Cheeto Vera is. Dude's 32 years old, dude. I thought this guy's career was gonna be like over soon, and it might be, maybe. But you're 32 years old, dude. Uh, Go back to the drawing board once again. Actually, no. If he fights I think he gets some solid wins in the lower rankings of bantamweight. Maybe it has to be certain people because there's a lot of up and comers in there. Like you got Malcolm Wellmaker, Peyton Talbot. Maybe if he fights I was gonna say a Cejudo, but he's gonna be coming on his last fight. So, um, yeah, great win for Zahabi. Cheeto Vera, um, I underestimated him, man. I didn't think he was gonna come back this strong, but he did. Good for him. Well, kinda. I mean, it sucks he lost, man. I mean, I wanted Cheeto Vera to win, obviously. There was even like mixed opinions in the crowd, bro. I heard some Cheeto chants that were very very loud, dude, and then you hear some Zahabi chants there as well. So now this shit, I have a big problem with this fight. First of all, how ass is Mike Malott, dude? You Let me back up. Okay, so you go kick. I know these aren't intentional, okay? I know, I understand that. But two groin shots in the span of 30 seconds, maybe? Might have been less, might be a little more. Insane, dude. How the fuck Dan Mergliotta doesn't take a point here? Um, I think it was Mergliotta. It might have been Herzog. I don't remember. I'm pretty sure it's another Dan Mergliotta fuck up though. I'm pretty sure. I heard the "fuck you ref" chants. So, um, which are well deserved, dude. Um, but dude, Holland, he was sticking to the game plan I had for him, dude. Keep distance, use your range, and he did that for the most part. I mean, he got some solid hits in, busted up Mike Malott's nose with an uppercut. Um, I'm just so pissed, dude. I love Kevin Holland so much, and he looked locked in for this, dude. He looked locked in. He looked great, dude. In the first minute, I was like, okay, he's not yapping, which sometimes it can help him, but he looked dialed, okay? He looked dialed in. Um, but two groin shots. I thought they were gonna call it because he wasn't saying anything when the doctors came over to him. But uh, Mike Malott got some good hits off, I will say. But every time Mike Malott went in to hit, Kevin Holland just kind of started flinging his arms around like crazy. So it looked his shots looked more powerful when they actually weren't, just because Kevin Holland was swinging like crazy, like a madman. But I think Mike Malott got one takedown to a guy that's like he's hurting bad. Like you can see this. One more groin shot and I'm taking a point after another one. Like first of all, you should be taking a point then, but if he takes another groin shot, he's done, dude. Those were bad, okay? The first one looked a lot worse. Like that was toes straight in there. But then the second one, you see the shin and the foot come up there. Um, it sucks for Kevin Holland, man. Really, like, I mean, what can you do though? Like, but I, I don't see a lot of, I don't see things going Mike Malott's way in the future. Like, that was a very dull performance from him. It wasn't a great performance from Kevin Holland either. So, but you have a guy injured that bad. I mean, look at Drew Dober. He put the pressure on hard after Kyle Prepolek came back from the match, and this guy just he took him to the ground and he sat there in guard or half guard. Wasn't really doing a lot, man. Um, so Mike Malott gets a W, but if you take a point off, man, makes a difference. I wouldn't have liked that win for Kevin Holland at all. I would have been like, you got the win, but you know, so it sucks, dude. Like, that shit just really pissed me off. How you don't take a point for that shit? Like, two in the span of 30 seconds is insane to me. Fucking some refs, man, some refs. Um, Now for this shit, fucking this shit fight, bro. Oh fuck, dude. I'd already had a rough night as is, man. You know, and then for Rainer de Ritter to just gas out like that. So, um, I had round one, 10-8 de Ritter. Round two, 10-8 Allen. I think round three could no. I think I'd go 10-9 on round two, and then round three could be um round three a 10-8 because he was landing some good shots there. But Rainer de Ritter, man, this guy he literally came off the couch. And you gas out like that? What are you doing, dude? You have insane knees which you barely used. Like he did fantastic in the first round, dude. Got into mount immediately. Started looking for submissions, dude. He was just using jujitsu the whole time, bro. Like, come on. And then corner ends up throwing in the towel for him. Um, I think I think he had said no more, so that's a really bad look for him. Uh, Quitting like that, that's a really bad look, dude. Now, I thought this was the guy that can put up a competition to Hamzat. Now, I wouldn't have taken him immediately against Hamzat. I wanted to see this fight um, play out first. Um, but imagine if Anthony Hernandez was in there, dude. What the fuck would he do? Um, we seen Rainer de Ritter. gas in the Whitaker fight too, but both of them are kind of gas. But after you seen how hard it was for Rainer de Ritter to get up to his feet after rounds. He was struggling big time after the second, especially is when it started. So it's a bad look for him, dude. Like this guy is coming off the couch, 3 weeks notice, no camp. Uh, I guess you just need Bilal Muhammad in your corner and you're good. So, um, but how good is Brendan Allen though? This guy flies under the radar, man. A lot of people like to talk shit. I talk some shit too, dude. He put the pressure on with the striking. I thought the striking is where DeRitter was gonna thrive. He didn't really thrive in anything. Some okay shots. The takedown in the first was as best as it got, dude. But Brendan Allen just kept pushing and pushing, dude. Give this guy. He called out everyone, dude. He called out Hamzat. He called out Sean, dude. Like I don't know, man. This guy flies under the radar. So great win for Brendan Allen, dude. Props to him stepping up, taking this fight. Um, I need to see this guy fight someone up high. Fucking, I don't know how. I, dude, this is an insane night for me, bro. Usually I'm like above like a 60% when I call fights. So I got one, two, three, four. I got four fights right tonight. This is unheard of, bro. This is an insane night, man. What the hell? I took a very risky pick with Kevin Holland here. Um, so I knew that might have come back to bite me, but that also was a BS fight. Um, yeah. I thought there were some solid locks in this card. Like, I thought Bakoyev would have had this in the bag. I thought Lisboa had it in the bag. During this Barlow Santos fight, I thought he had it in the bag, man. But yeah, terrible night. 4 wins. I tuned into the big three for a little bit. I couldn't really get it on. I couldn't get it synced with my TV, so I'd hear him saying stuff like a millisecond before I seen it, so I just couldn't really watch it. But I did do better than Lucas Tracy. I think he got two. No, I think he got three. I'm pretty sure he got three right. So, uh, this was probably a bad night for a lot of people, dude. A lot of people. So, uh, yeah, very weird. We got 321 coming up next week. It's gonna be great. Hopefully, I can go 100% on that card, which I'm sure I will, because I'm just great at picking. I was very happy with my Charles Jourdain pick, dude. That flying knee when it landed. He threw like two before that, and then he lands that one clean, straight to the nose. Oh, dude, Davy Grant. He's gonna be out for a while, dude. Shit. But these were some great fights. We had one, two. Um, did this one go to decision? Yeah, three. Yeah, three fights go to decision. That's pretty good, dude. It might have been more. I forget. Um, I got the memory of a goldfish. So, yeah, great fight. Uh, Rainer de Ritter. What the hell, dude? We need to. I don't think that was his. Something had to have been up, okay? Because who does that to Rainer de Ritter? Like, I don't know. That's something just seems off to me. I don't know. Or Brendan Allen's just that guy, which he might be, which would be awesome, dude, honestly. Like, this guy flies under the radar. So, yeah, that's all I got. See you later. Adios.